Ever feel like your brain is your own personal, deeply unreliable narrator? Like it's the director of your life's movie, but the director is a sleep-deprived conspiracy theorist who just drank 3 Red Bulls. Well, welcome to the wild world of mental disorders, where your brain decides to rewrite the script without telling you. Let's start with a big one: schizophrenia. This isn't about having a split personality, like in the movies. It's more like your brain is running a podcast you never subscribed to, and the host is a ghost who's convinced the mailman is a secret agent. You might see things that aren't there, or hear voices giving you terrible life advice. To everyone else, it looks like chaos, but to you, it feels completely real. It usually kicks in right when you're supposed to be figuring out life, turning your young adult years into a surreal mystery film where you're the only one who knows the aliens have landed. Now, maybe your brain isn't producing its own secret radio show. Maybe it just can't decide on the volume. Welcome to bipolar disorder. One week, you're in mania mode. It's like you've activated a cheat code for infinite energy. Sleep is for mortals. You've started 5 new businesses by 3 a.m., and you've just spent your rent money on a life-sized cardboard cutout of a celebrity. The energy feels amazing, but your impulse control has left the building. Then the switch flips. Suddenly, you're in a depressive episode. The cheat code is gone. Now, just getting out of bed feels like climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops. It's not laziness. It's like your brain's battery has been completely drained, and the charger is missing. Sometimes the brain's wiring doesn't just go haywire out its own. Sometimes life comes along and just snips a few wires. That's where PTSD comes in. It's what happens when you go through something so terrifying that your brain saves it as a quick access file. Now, any little thing can be a shortcut to open it. A car backfiring sounds like a gunshot. The smell of smoke throws you back into a fire. Your brain is basically stuck in a fight-or-flight loop, treating a calm Tuesday afternoon like the opening scene of an action movie. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign you've survived something your brain was never designed to handle. And if your brain isn't replaying the past, it might just get stuck on a loop in the present. That's OCD for you. It starts with a simple thought, an obsession, like, did I lock the door? For most people, you check once and you're good. With OCD, your brain's notification system is broken. You check the door, but the notification just pops right back up. So you check again and again. It's not about being neat. It's a full-blown mental wrestling match. Some people joke, "Oh, I'm so OCD about my desk." That's like saying you're a professional chef because you made toast once. Real OCD is a draining, relentless cycle that your brain refuses to let you in. But what if the problem isn't a loop? What if the whole system is just running in low power mode? That's depression. It's not just being sad. It's a heavy, invisible weight. Simple tasks feel impossible, like you're trying to walk through mud. Your favorite hobbies feel boring, food tastes like cardboard, and your social battery is permanently at 1%. The worst part is, you can be laughing with friends 1 minute, then go home and feel a crushing emptiness. It's a master of disguise, which makes it incredibly lonely. Then you have the brain's impulse control department, which sometimes just takes the day off. Take kleptomania. This is an intense, irresistible urge to steal things you don't even need and could easily afford. It's not about the stuff, it's about the tension. The urge builds and builds until you take something, a pack of gum, a cheap pen, and then, poof, relief. It's like scratching a mosquito bite, except the scratching involves committing a petty crime, and now you own 12 air fresheners for a car you don't have. Now for the really tricky stuff, personality disorders. This is when the brain's fundamental operating system for self gets a little corrupted. Dissociative identity disorder, or DID, is what happens when trauma is so severe that the mind literally splits into different identities to cope. It's not a fun party trick, it's a survival mechanism. One part of you might handle daily life, while another holds all the pain. It can feel like losing time or waking up in the middle of a movie you don't remember starting. On the other end of the spectrum is narcissistic personality disorder, where the brain has decided it's not just the main character, it's the writer, director, and the entire audience. Conversations become mirrors, only useful for reflecting their own greatness. Their ego is like a fragile balloon that needs constant praise to stay inflated.
Then there's antisocial personality disorder, where the brain seems to have deleted the empathy.exe file. People with it can be incredibly charming, but they often use that charm to manipulate others without a shred of guilt. They see rules and other people's feelings as optional suggestions. And finally, there's borderline personality disorder, where your emotional thermostat is just broken. Moods can swing wildly from intense joy to deep despair in a single day. A friend not texting back can feel like a devastating betrayal. Relationships are a tightrope walk over a canyon of anxiety, because the fear of abandonment is always there. It's like living life with your emotional volume permanently cranked to the max. So the human brain is a masterpiece of engineering, but sometimes the wiring gets crossed, the software glitches, or the user manual gets lost. It's not about being crazy or broken. It's about navigating the world with a GPS that's occasionally convinced you're on Mars. Understanding that is the first step to being a little more patient with others and with ourselves. If you learned something or just enjoyed this tour of our wonderfully weird brains, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments which historical mess you want us to oversimplify next.